We would first like to apologize for how we have to present this. Due to the inclement weather, we have had some minor setbacks. Thank you.
We're going to hit you with a scenario. So assume the role of a parent of a child, let's say in middle school and or high school. Your child arrives home after school, walking through the door sobbing with something wrong. As a concerned parent, you ask your child, what is the matter? Your child shows you a photo on their phone that has been posted on a social media app like Twitter, Facebook, or Snapchat. This photo is a picture of your child with explicit markings on the photograph and crude, obscene, and offensive language. What would be your plan of action? Imagine your first initial reaction and the frustration that would overcome you. What would you do?
So what exactly is cyberbullying? Well, according to New Jersey law, cyber harassment is when a person makes communication in an online capacity or through an electronic device or through social networking site. And they do this with the purpose to harass another. This can be considered through three terms. 1. Threat to inflict injury or physical harm to any person or their property. Another reason is to send, post, comment, request, suggest, or propose any lewd, indecent, or obscene material about a person. The third reason could be threat to commit any crime against a person or their property.
We'd like to hit you with another scenario. So now that you know exactly what cyberbullying is, how would you react to your kid telling you this news as they come home crying? The first thought is that you're angry and you probably want to get revenge on the kid. However, there is a better way to handle the situation. The best thing you can do is to handle the situation by legal matters. NJ has a very strict cyberbullying policy and they handle it with very serious matters. Here are some of the ways taking the situation into legal matter will help you fix the issues of your kid for the cyberbullying.
So, effects on cyberbullying. Effects on cyberbullying. Cyberbullying can start early in the lives of any child. With most children being so young when it begins to occur, they may not have the understanding of how to cope with it. Even in teenagers, some don't know ways to cope. This occurs because cyberbullying makes the target feel worthless and that they have no one to turn to. Suicide is one of the leading effects of cyberbullying, along with various forms of self-harm, both of which are destructive to not only the one receiving the harassment, but also to the ones around it. Looking at cases such as the Ryan Halligan case, 1989 to 2003, Tyler Clementi, 1991 to 2010, Amanda Todd, 1996 to 2012, and to this day, Amanda Todd is still getting comments such as, "I'm glad that she's dead," on Instagram pictures and YouTube videos.
How can we stop cyberbullying from spreading? This question has been asked for years, and we still do not have an answer. Despite attempts to contain it, and in some cases it has been successful, cyberbullying still very much exists, and it needs to stop. This task can't be done by one person alone. It requires a long process, and it is a difficult one. But to put an end to it, it starts with the people and teens of our society.
The numbers show most of cyberbullying takes place in adolescence, and to get rid of it, we have to start with where it most occurs. This isn't to say that the teenage years is the only ages in which cyberbullying occurs, but it is the majority, and the numbers do show this. Over half of adolescents and teens have suffered from cyberbullying and engaged in cyberbullying. Over 25% of adolescents and teens have suffered from cyberbullying repeatedly, and well over half of young people don't tell their parents that they are being bullied.
How can we lessen these numbers? Like we said, it isn't an easy job, and it takes numerous steps to lowering these numbers. But the first step is to talk. If you are suffering from cyberbullying, or you witness someone who is being cyberbullied, even the simplest hello can help. As we stated previously, most teens who suffer from cyberbullying don't even tell their parents. There are also numerous organizations or numbers that people can call to talk to and get help. And they can cope with cyberbullying, such as www.stopbullying.gov, www.stompoutbullying.org, or people can call the hotline at 1-800-420-1479.
So the bigger solution. Talking is just the first step to a much larger process, and it's something that teens have been told to do for years. However, a lot of people do not actually do this, and this is why the situation will never go away. We need a bigger solution, one that will motivate teens to get involved in the movement and make it easier for people to communicate with people that have suffered from cyberbullying. To spread the word, we are posting on social media a slogan that should motivate the masses to stand up to those with the intent to harm. This slogan is "Speak truly against the bullies." So this is how we came up with our script writing process for our public service announcement that we shared with you earlier. So we came up with the script with this presentation that we developed, and we researched the topic, and we developed all of our research into this PowerPoint. From our information that we obtained, we came up with a public service announcement to develop awareness for cyberbullying and help the kids get easier access to how they can help the situation and how the kids who suffer from it can talk to others who have been through it.
The filming process. To film our PSA, we each memorized our script that we came up with and filmed our PSA numerous times until we got it perfect. The video was filmed using an iPhone, and it wasn't easy to narrow our PSA into 30 seconds, but we were able to obtain all the info that we wanted to and put something into it to put our announcement in order to help spread the awareness of cyberbullying. Again, the filming is not the best. With the inclement weather, we had to make do with what we had.
So the equipment that we used for our presentation and PSA, we used the following equipment. This is the following equipment. We used an iPhone 7. We used the MacBook that you see here, and to create the presentation, we used Google Slides. Again, we'd like to apologize for how this is presented with the inclement weather. We thank you for your time.